Alright, so this is my version of a novice. I'm a very novice sewer. Zipper bedding. I really want the zipper bedding for my girls' bunk beds, but they are super pricey. So I'm attempting to make my own. I've got a fitted sheet here. And then I just went with a lightweight quilted blanket on top. And mine's not long enough to come down over the bottom. I'm okay with that. I'm not going with a super professional look. But if you want to get a little bit longer, my blanket is 65 inches on a regular twin-size bed. So what I've done is I've drawn a blue line marking the edge here of the mattress. That's not where we're going to cut. That is where we're going to be our sew line. So I've got a 60-inch zipper here that we're going to come and sew. I've got enough down here, so I've got some seam allowance. So I'm probably going to do like a 1/2 inch seam. And so I'm going to go in and cut a 1/2 inch below that line all the way down. And then I will sew on my zipper with a 1/2 inch seam allowance on there. Okay, so I have cut and I have sewn now. I did a inch, like I said, novice. An inch on each side, just sewing those together. Now I'm going to separate that and get my zipper in here and pin it all along and sew my zipper on. Alright, I have one side of the zipper sewn. So I've just laid it down zipper side flat down there and sewn all the way down. I had it pinned and removed those pins. Now I'm going to pin this side and sew that. Then once we get that all done, we will rip this seam apart here and it will reveal the zipper. Alright, so now I've got that whole thing sewn all the way down and I've got it on our bed. So now I just need to come along and rip this seam apart, the original seam that we sewed, and that will reveal our zipper underneath. Okay, so I did the same exact thing on the other side. Drew the line, sewed it together, sewed in the zipper, then ripped apart the seam. So now we've got both sides with the zippers on. There's a zipper over here too. So now you're going to set it on the bed exactly how you want it to look. And we're going to pin down the sides here on the bottom because that's the part we want attached to the fitted sheet. So I'm going to sew right along the top first. Then I think I'll come back and sew another sew line along the bottom just to give it a little more support. And then I'm going to take the fitted sheet off after I've got all of that pinned, and we will sew all of that together. So here's the finished product on the bed. I didn't ever go through and sew this on, but I did go and sew along this bottom just to connect it to the bottom so it wasn't open there. And there's the finished product with some sticker decorations, of course.